Why, hello everybody. How are we this evening? I am now live. Apparently I'm now live. Good evening everybody. It is Wednesday, hump day. I hope you've all had a fantastic week so far. Thanks for joining me tonight. If you're jumping on and you are seeing, let me get my screen up here. If you're seeing a live up here, that means you're joining me live. If not, say g'day and tell me that you're watching on the replay. We always love to have new people joining us. So it is Wing It. Let me introduce myself. It is Wing It Wednesday time. My name is Beck Hall. I'm a demonstrator from Pearsdale in Australia and a Stamping Up demonstrator for that fact. And I come live every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock to wing it. Essentially, as the title says, I sort of have a little bit of a plan that what I want to do, but essentially we wing it. I don't have the card already made. So if you're joining me, let me know that you're here. Hey Megan, how are you? I saw your Mickey ears. They looked fantastic. Very, very sparkly, that's for sure. My kind of Mickey ears, I reckon. All right, guys. So let me just adjust a few things here. I really appreciate everybody playing along. So every Wednesday night now I set a challenge for you guys to create whatever I create on the Wednesday night. And I pop up a little, oh, I'm so glad you got it, Megan. I was wondering if you got it or not. It seems to have taken forever. I think I posted something to Fiona on the same day and it got to her before you, and that's a bit ridiculous because she's in New Zealand and you're just in Queensland. So, hey Jan, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Hey Sonia, how are you? Hey Glenda, how are you? Alright, so, where was I? I forgot. Anyway, so tonight I want to do a man card. I want to do a male card tonight. Well, that explains it, Megan. Tonight I want to do a male card for you using the new, well, it's not new, it's been out for a little while now, using the Sweet Jar stamp set. And I did a retreat on the weekend for my American friend Kevin Thiessen, who had 18 demonstrators demonstrating for him on an online retreat. Fantastic retreat, learnt so much, so many gorgeous projects that we got to see and do. I was one of the demonstrators, and I'm going to show you the card that I demonstrated on Saturday for Breakfast with Beck. So you need to make sure you're tuning in for Breakfast with Beck. But today I'm going to do a card that I saw my friend Chris Brower do. She is also a demonstrator from the States, and I took down rough measurements from her video that she posted, so we're going to make one of them tonight. Well, I'm going to attempt to anyway. We'll see how we go. Wing It Wednesday challenge. Yes, Megan. So every Wednesday now, whatever I make, I challenge you to make it as well. So I pop up a post, and I'll put the photos of what I make up in the post, and then all of you guys who make the challenge can then pop in the comments of that post. And if you pop it in the comments of that post, then I'll be able to find it easier. So during the week I've been taking everybody's photos that they've just been putting online and popping them into that comments. So, and I do have a prize that I'm going to give away every Wednesday night for those who play along, because you know you guys play along and you help me by being here and viewing, so I can help you when you play along. So it's a great way to interact, and my Craft with Beck group have so many talented demonstrators in it that we want to share what we do. So that's where we're doing the challenge, is on the Craft with Beck group. So if you're not part of that group, just send me a request and I'll let you in. You just answer a couple of questions. They're not hard questions. And yeah, I'll pop you in and you can see everybody's fantastic work in that group. So Christine, I'm not really trying for Alaska. I've taken a bit of a year off to earn the incentive trip for Stamping Up. It is quite difficult. It requires 7 days a week for me to work, and I've done that for the last 5 years to earn the trip, and I've just I need a bit of a break. So working full-time as a produce manager at my local IGA store and doing Stampin' Up as well, it does become quite a bit at times. So I'm not even halfway there to Alaska yet, unfortunately. So it would have been nice if it just happened naturally, but it doesn't, and it does require a lot of hard work. So, all right, I'm going to point you down. We're going to get started. As I said, we're going to use the Sweet Jar stamp set, and it comes with a matching punch. So, yeah, let's point you down. All right, so we've got the stamp set, the Sweet Jar. Now, if you weren't aware at the moment, this is an online exclusive. So it was part of the May online exclusive, and they've just released this new one too, Jar of Joy, which is part of the July, right now, the month, July online exclusive. So it's a great pairing to have together because you get both jars, like one's got a solid lid and one's got a skinnier lid. But this is the stamp set we're using for our Christmas in July retreat. And I only have one spot left for our retreat this year. So it was open to 14 people to come, and there's only one spot left. And you'll get to come along for the day. You'll get the stamp set. You'll get some DSP. You'll get some gems and some ribbon. You'll get a beautiful goodie bag. Oh my goodness, you should see the goodie bags. They are amazing. And you'll get lunch and fed, and you get to come and create 10 cards. And I tell you, I've just finished creating the 10 cards, and if they don't scream Christmas, I don't know what does. They are just awesome. So, all right. But anyway, we're going to get started. I'm going to use the Sweet Jar bundle today with the jar punch. And we're going to use this new paper called Need for Tweed. I thought, let's see if we can pop these through together, the Sweet Jar and the Need for Tweed. Got my sweet sale bundles today. Oh, I'm waiting on mine, Megan. They're coming on Friday, I think. I put in another sneaky little order on the last day of the sale. Because, you know, when you're buying one sweet and you get 50% off, why not, hey? All right, so I'm going to just randomly pick some papers that I like. And, oh, well, actually, I'll show you these papers first. So there's 3 sheets in each of these. So it's a really good pack to buy. And it kind of reminds me, you know, those power suits that they used to wear in, oh, I don't even want to guess the era, but it kind of reminds me of those power suits. Or that, you know, dodgy couch that you used to have in the rumpus room. So it's quite nice paper, but I think it will really lead towards mail cards. Oh, Sonia, I'm sad that you can't come. The retreats are always good fun. All right, what have we got? Have I got the amount there? Yep, so there's 4 different designs, and they're all double-sided, obviously. The 70s, yes, Megan, the 70s. I don't know, I'm showing my age there. So we've got double-sided, so we've got, I think this is like Secret Sea. Let me look at the colours. So, oh no, basic black, but you could kind of get away with Secret Sea with that one. And that's basic black, and then you've got old olive and basic beige, and then you've got a bit of a combination here of old olive and cherry cobbler with a bit of early espresso, and that's a cherry cobbler one. And then you've got early espresso, and I think that looks like Cajun Craze, but I don't know if it is. Anyway, it looks a bit like Cajun Craze. All right, so let's choose. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go for the green. So I'm just gonna put 2 colors out, and then I want you guys to pick. All right. So if we go the green, and probably my other favorite color, which would have to be cherry cobbler early espresso. I might do cherry cobbler. All right. So I'll get you to pick. We've got 1 and 2. So put the numbers in for voting, 1 and 2, and then whichever one you pick, that's the one the DSP will use, and then I'll get some coordinating cardstock out to go with it. So 1 and 2. So the green, Christine says the green. We'll see what comes up with anyone else wants to vote. And while we're doing that, I'm going to get out some of my, oh, you're going green. I've got 3 for green. 4 for green. Oh, you guys are just picking green because you know it's my favorite color. Geez, I love you guys. Oh, we've got 2. Competition for 2. Hang on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for green and 4 for... Oh, Sonia called it. So the green one it is. All right. So we're going to use this green one today. And I'm going to grab out... I'm going to do... Because, you know, blokes, they're not going to want flowers or hearts. I mean, some blokes might, but the blokes that I know don't want flowers and hearts. They want chocolate chip cookies. So I'm going to make this card into jars of chocolate chip cookies. So we're just going to pop up all of these things that we need here. And I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks to do with this stamp set. So, and then I'm going to make it a happy birthday card because, you know, we always need male birthday cards. And not only that, it's Luke's birthday on Saturday. He turns 15 this week. I can't believe my baby is 15 this week. Unbelievable. All right, I'll pop that and make some little candles. What else do we need out of there? I think that's about it for now. So we'll just pop that aside. All right. So tonight's card is actually like a bit of a fancy fold. All right. So I think we'll go with, or maybe if we do basic beige to go with it. I'm thinking basic beige. Let's grab some basic beige out. Where are we? Oh, well, maybe we won't be grabbing basic beige. I don't have enough of it. Let's do crumb cake. Crumb cake or early espresso? There's crumb cake with it. Or do we go early espresso? Crumb cake or early espresso? Which one do you guys reckon? Another birthday. Lukey's birthday, another one. Goodness me. Which one do you reckon? Early espresso or crumb cake? Hey, Chrissy, how are you? I'm doing the card that Chris Brower showed us on the weekend. So my friend Chrissy Graham from Queensland, she was also part of Kevin's retreat. It's so much fun, Kevin's retreats. They are super duper awesome, and they're open globally, like worldwide. So crumb cake. We've got crumb cake. One for crumb cake. Early espresso, crumb cake. Oh, so we got 2 for crumb cake and 2 for early espresso. Early espresso. I think, Roseanne, that's early espresso. All right, early espresso. It looks like it's early espresso. All right, that's easy. I can do that. All right, so we're going to just cut our normal card base. Because, you know, guys, I like to make it easy for you. We don't like to do things and make them too hard, right? So we're going to do good month, July. Me and my son celebrate. Oh, Maura, happy birthday for this month. Yes, my dad celebrated his birthday yesterday, so we went out for dinner last night, and then we've got Lukey's birthday this week. It's also another friend of mine's birthday today. There's so many birthdays in July. Good cancer babies, isn't it? Is that the star sign, Cancer? I believe it is. All right, so I've just cut a normal card front at 21 centimeters by 14.9, and then I've scored it at 10.5. So 21 centimeters, 14.9, scored at 10.5 on the long side. And then what we're going to do is fold that. So we're going to, oops, I've just lost my DSP, flipped it on the ground. I'm going to take my U-Butte best trimmer in the world, as my friend Fiona Carson would say. And we're going to fold this in the corner. Best way to fold your cardstock is in the corner of your trimmer. And that way you get a nice even edge along the sides here. All right, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to grab a pencil. Delphi dog turned 14. Wow. I can't keep up with all of these birthdays. So many birthdays. All right. So we're going to pop it into our trimmer and make sure that the open side is open here. So I sort of took Chris's card as such, and, you know, I like to make things easy for us, right? So I'm making it easy. Yep, I had a client. 106th. Wow. I don't even know what I'd do if I got to that age, Maura. Probably rest a lot. So I'm just making a little mark in my trimmer here. I've lined it up to 7.4 centimeters on this side here, and I've just made a little mark in my trimmer blade. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to go 7.4 centimeters again. So my fold is here, the opening is here, and I'm going to make a little mark here, like so. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, well, it doesn't matter which way you do it, I'm going to take those two mark lines here, here and here. I'm going to run my scoring blade over those to get a score line that goes across the diagonal. Now you guys probably won't be able to see that, but see that? So it's a score line across the diagonal. And then I'm going to fold that like this, and I'm going to fold it back. I'm going to do both ways because then it sort of, you know, breaks all the fibers in the cardstock. So, and that's what we want to do, make it a nice easy fold for when it opens up. Okay, and then we're going to open it up, and then that's simply going to pop in. So it's going to create our bird mouth. So kind of like, well, we did a bird mouth not long ago as well. So kind of like that. So it's going to go like that when we open it, and like that when we shut it. All right, so that's basically the fold. It's not hard, the fold. It's probably the hardest part was trying to get the DSP to look right. So that's what we're going to cut now. So let's grab, we're going to pop that up there. Grab our DSP. What have we got here? I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to cut this down to 10 centimeters by 14.3. 14.3 here. Like that. And then I'm going to grab some basic white. Sheet of basic white. And I'm going to cut two of these at, I'm going to go 14.3 up here. So 14.3 by 10. So I'm going to cut two of these. So 10. And these are for the inside of our card. All right. By 10. So, and you guys, I know you guys are going to like come up with your own ways as well. So, all right. Then what we're going to do is, because these are all the same size, right? Make it easy. All the same size. So what we're going to do then is you're going to put them back into your trimmer here, and you're going to go across, and you're going to go to 7.4 here, and you're going to get your pencil, make a little pencil line here. So just like we did with the front, then you're going to flip it around and go 7.4 again, and we're going to put a little pencil line here. All right. Then what we're going to do, we're going to line up those two pencil lines from here to here, but instead of scoring it this time, we're going to cut it. So you're going to cut through. And of course what we've done is we've cut all three of our papers. And it doesn't matter which way the white one is because it's white, right? All right. So we just put the trimmer aside for the minute. So we've got this, this, and this. So we've got two inside pieces, a DSP for the front, and a couple of little white inside pieces. Are you following me so far? All right. So what we're going to do now, when we put this on here, see how we've got a beautiful even border all the way around. Doink, 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 doink. See that? Perfect folder. People are going to think you spent ages doing this card because it's got angles and everything on it. But like, how super simple is that? So we're just going to get a little bit of glue here. And I'm just going to pop that straight on the front, like so. Just like that. How super simple is that? All right. Just wipe the glue on my tracksuit pants because that's what we do when we craft. And then on the inside here, I'm going to pop one of these on this side here because we know that it's going to be the same, right? And then this one here is going to go here. So this is for if you want to write like big essays in your card. And then this piece here, I'm going to pop here. But it doesn't give me the same borders that I've got on there. And I want the same borders, right? So before I stick these on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this one up just slightly so it creates the border that I want around here and here between the two folds. So let me lift that up and show you. So you can see how I've moved it away from the fold lines here. See that? I've pulled it away from the fold lines here and here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it there. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to make a pencil line across here. Alright, and then I'll show you. We're going to trim that off and then I will show you what that does. So I'm going to pop that in my trimmer, trim on that pencil line, then come back to my card here, and then that way, see that? It's given me a nice border around the whole lot. So if I was to bend that now, see how we get the nice border happening? So we've got a border there. We're going to do that there like that. Now, we don't have to put this on this side if you don't want to. You can, but you don't have to. And if you wanted to put another bit of green piece here to make it blend in, you can. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I don't even want to do that. I'm just going to do that. And you'll see what it's going to look like when we're finished putting it together. All right, so that, let's glue these pieces in because we know that that's where we want these to go. All right, so we're going to glue that one there like that. And then I'm going to glue this one in because this is our inside bit, right? This is our writing bit. Back from the hairdresser just a little bit late. That's all right, Julie. You can watch the start on the replay. It's actually a really easy card this week's. Well, it looks hard, but it's not. It's really, really easy. All right. So then that's going to go in there like that. And then when we open it up, see, look, it pops up and opens out. But we've got to dress it up. So let's dress it up. Let's do some stamping and dress it up. So I'm going to grab the other half of the white and we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to stamp my little jars in Early Espresso. So I'm going to stamp 3 jars. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do them up here. 1, 2, 3 jars. And then I'm going to trim that down. I just want the jars off it. I don't want to waste that whole bit of paper though. And then I'm going to trim a bit that maybe, I want my candles to go across the front here like this because it's a birthday card. So how big are my candles? Let me see. Where's my U-Butte ruler? If you don't have one of these rulers, you need to get one of these rulers. They're the best rulers in the world. 3.5 centimeters, and I've got to allow for my bits. So maybe if we make it 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches maybe. So let's go 10 centimeters by 4. Was that me 10 centimeters? No, that's me 10 centimeters. Oh, that was close. Really would have cut it too big. 4 centimeters. And then, what if we bring in a bit of cherry cobbler and stamp our candles in the cherry cobbler and do a bit of Daffodil Delight? What do you reckon? Cherry cobbler for the candles and Daffodil Delight with our green. And then we've got to stamp our cookies in here. So, what I'm going to show you, let's do we want, I'm going to do crumb cake in the background. So let me show you that the background. So this solid stamp here, this one that comes in the stamp set. So let me grab the stamp set. So this one here, this is like a colouring in one. So if you wanted to stamp like a light background and then the cookies, or they could be lollies or whatever, but I'm going to make them cookies. You could do like dark ones or light ones. So let me just show you. I'm going to grab that scrappy bit of paper here. So I'm going to go crumb cake, and you'll see the difference. So I'm going to go crumb cake in the background here. Then I'm going to get my pecan pie, and we're going to stamp the cookies. So bear in mind my head might go over the top of it here, but we're going to line up the cookies here like that. And then I'm going to get Early Espresso, and we're going to stamp down our chocolate chips like that. So that is going to be what looks like in our jar, right? But if you didn't want to use the crumb cake, what you can do, let me just clean that off, you could do pecan pie and stamp off like so, and then you could get your next one and do the pecan pie. So if you're limited to how many ink pads you've got, this is how you could do it. Oh, I didn't really line that up very well. Lucky that's not on my card. And then put your chocolate chips over the top. So see how you get two different variations from the same stamps. So this is the pecan pie stamped off, but this is with crumb cake underneath. So which ones do you like? Do you like the darker cookies or the lighter cookies? Which one? Let me know, and that's what we'll do. Darker or lighter cookies? I love chocolate chip cookies. You know what I do like is they do the triple choc cookies at Coles. I love them. So, oh, you know what I've done? I've stamped off on my candle piece. Oh, lucky there's two sides. All right, while we're deciding the lighter, oh, you like the lighter ones. All right, while we're deciding, I'm going to stamp my candles in cherry cobbler along the bottom of my paper here. So we're going to go right along with the candles. How cool are these candles? Make good borders, I reckon. There we go. Pecan pie stamped off looks great. All right. Oh, the darker ones. I think a lot of people are going the lighter ones. All right, we'll do the lighter ones. All right, so we've got our candles. Then I'm going to stamp my flame. The flame. And this is really super simple. Look at this. It stamps 3 flames at a time. So it's not too hard. Like so. I can't wait for our Christmas in July at the end of the month. It's going to be so much fun. I do it every year. This is like I think my 4th year now, or 4th or 5th year, something like that, of doing Christmas in July. We do it every year. Great event. All right, and then we need to get our jars back and stamp our cookies. So we're going to stamp off. So I'm going to stamp off on this one. Actually, I'm going to go like this. Oh, I nearly went in the early espresso then. That would have been disastrous. We don't need charcoal cookies, do we? All right. So I'm going to stamp off. And then we're going to stamp down for our lighter cookies. Stamp off. Stamp down. Where's another piece? You know why I'm stamping off here, because I can use these for another jar later on. Oh, I nearly went back into my ink then. Did you see that? All right. So we've got lighter, and then we're going to go Cookie Monster. Cookies. Cookies. So 2-step stamping. Really, really simple to create, you know, chocolate chip cookies, hey? Burnt biscuits, yeah. Nobody likes burnt biscuits, Renee. All right. And then we're going to stamp our chocolate chip cookies. Here, like so. And I mean, tell me what man wouldn't want to get a card that's full of chocolate chip cookies. All right. And then we're going to grab our punch, and we're going to punch our jars out here. So we're going to go like this. And like this. And like that. And then I'm going to grab a bit of foil for the lids. So I'm going to grab, so this is my new system that I'm trialing out. I'll let you know how I go with it. I've just got foil papers, specialty papers, glitter papers, and it's just so I can flick through. So I don't want to, these are all of my rejected papers. But what colour? Gold? We'll do gold. Oh, look, this little skinny bit here will be all right. So I can flick through and see all of my specialty papers. See? And then if I go, here's my glitter papers. See? And I can just see all my glitter papers all at once. I can just flick through. So this is my new system I'm trying, all in folders. So I'll let you know how it goes. I've only just started working with it. So if it works, it'll be great. And then I'm just going to punch the lid out with some gold foil here. Oh, make sure you get the top. That would be good, Beck. So a couple of little lids here. And you don't have to, when you're creating this fold, if you're going to play with our challenge, you don't have to use this cookie stamp set. You can use whatever stamp set you like. So that's whatever you want to use is up to you. All right. Oh my goodness, big blur to glue there. So I'm just going to glue my cookie jar on. There's a couple of different ways that I like to do these cookie jars, and usually it's just with a dimensional on the back, but the way we're going to put these on the card, you're going to see the back. So I don't want to see an ugly dimensional hanging off the back. Oh, you like my folder idea, Marianne? That's great. Thank you. Well, it's going to work for me for a little bit until I find a better, you know, like I do. I don't know. I seem to be rearranging my craft room like I, what's the saying? Rearranging it like you change your jocks. It's, see how good do those little cookie jars look? Look at that. Fantastic. Love the cookie jars. Alright. So we're going to pop that there like that. Alright, so now we've got our 3 cookie jars. We've got our candles. We need a sentiment. So let's grab a skinny bit of white cardstock, because you guys know me. I've got my little jars happening. My Pringles jars here full of skinny bits of white cardstock. Actually, they're a bit thick. We don't want those ones. Let's get the other skinny one happening. Oh, look, I had a bit of a clean out. Oh, that might be a good size. What size is that? 10 centimeters. Look at that. Perfect. All right. And we want to do the happy birthday. What color will we do that in? So let me show you how this is what I envisioned. I've got to get me eraser to get rid of those lines. Hang on, let me get my eraser out. I want to erase these lines. I think, should I grab some green? I might just grab some green old olive. Let me grab some old olive. I think it needs a bit of something else on there. It's gonna go maybe like this, and then, oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go like that, like that. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna go like that. And then I'm going to cut a bit of this. So, what colour? Cherry cobbler, you reckon, Megan? We'll do cherry cobbler. And then I want to cut a bit of this. Maybe I've already got a bit. Let's see. Don't want that bit. Or maybe that one might be better. So I was going to go like that across my candles. And then put my happy birthday across the middle there like that. What do you reckon? Like that. I think that looks quite good. Cherry cobbler. Alright, well, we'll just do cherry cobbler. Alright, so we'll go happy birthday. We'll stamp it right in the middle here. Like that. It's a nice happy birthday. And then there is this little tiny, like, glow here. So I'm going to use that. Let's see what that looks like. Because it is a birthday card. Hiding the candles though. That's alright. Maybe I make the green a bit smaller. What do you reckon? Cherry cobbler. This is the new DSP, Chrissy. It is the Need for Tweed. Every time I hear that, I think I hear like I'm saying Need for Speed from Top Gun. I'm just going to see what this looks like. Oh, that looks a bit pretty. I'm going to put that on either side of my happy birthday. Like that. And like that. That looks a bit cute. Alright, maybe I'll make this a bit skinnier then. Do you reckon? Let me see, where's my trimmer? I'll make this a bit skinnier. I'll go, I want to make it the same length, so we'll go 10 centimeters. And how wide is this? Oh, I don't know if we could go, we'll go 1.5. Oh God, am I going to be able to trim that? I am, because I've got the best trimmer in the world. Look at that. Look at that. Do you reckon that your trimmer, if you don't have one of these, could trim off that? Like a minuscule bit? Oh my goodness. Alright. Then what if I go like this at the bottom of my candles, like that. And then we go like that. Is that better? At the bottom of the candles. Go like that. And then you can see all of those birthday candles. Like that. And then our jars, I'm going to pop one up here, like that. And then one is going to go like that. Like that. And then that jar is going to look like it's floating. Alright, at the bottom. Alright, we'll pop that on first before we put our candles on. So I'm going to get a bit of glue. We're going to glue that one down. Like so. Across there. And then we'll get some dimensionals. And pop this one down. I don't know why I just flipped that over when it's all green anyway. Get so used to flipping stuff over when you stamp on it. Alright, I'm gonna go halfway, I think. Like that there. And then I need some mini dimensionals on the back of this. I don't know, is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's a 21 candle card, so no, not 15. I should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Could have given it to Luke for his birthday. Yes, my little man is turning 15. Unbelievable. Cannot believe it. Alright, so we're going to pop that there like that. And then one of these jars we can pop up on dimensionals on the back, right? Because you're not going to see the back. So we go 1, 2, 3, like that. And we're going to stick one of them in here like that. And then the other one I want to hang. So don't forget, this little bird's mouth bit's going to go on the inside there. So I want this one to sort of hang like mid-air, like that. So, you know, kind of looks like it's floating. So I'm going to be very precise where I put my gems here, because I want to hide the, well, not gems, but, you know, these things, like that. So they're going to stick under there like that. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of glue in this corner to stick it to that. Because essentially, it's the only thing holding it onto there. So we're going to go like this and like this. And then we're going to tuck that there like that. So that's the front of our card, like that. What do you reckon? Pretty cool, huh? I love that tweed paper. That looks really cool. Well, Megan, he's been at home for the last 4 days because he's got a bout of tonsillitis. He has not been back to school. He went to school last week, and then over the weekend he went downhill very quickly, and now the poor lad can't take a trick at the moment. All right, so then when you open it up, we've got this bit here, and this is obviously where you write. So I'm going to stick this so this pops up here. But in order for it to pop up, when it goes down, we don't want it sticking out this side here, right? So I'm going to lay this here. I'm going to pop some gems on the back here, like that. And then see when my bird mouth closes, I don't know if you can see that there, it's like halfway on the jar. So I'm going to pull them off, get rid of those. And then we're just going to shut that bird's mouth up like that. So when the card shuts, when we open it, see how the cookie jar jumps out at the top? How cool's that? Look. Yoink. Yoink. I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. I know, right? Seriously, Luke. So there we go. Not fancy. Oh, well, not fancy. It is fancy. Oh, no, one of my oh, RSV, that's horrible. Yeah, he's not doing well. He spent the last 3 days essentially in bed, like sick as. So he's not doing well at all. So there we go. There's my challenge for you guys this week. to create a corner fancy, I don't even know what it's called, corner flip out card or something or another. So fits into a normal size envelope. So pretty cool, I reckon. And I think that that is a perfect card for a man. What do you guys think? Yoink. Yoink. So, you know, just doing Kevin's retreat on the weekend was amazing. And we get all these ideas from it as well. And it's just great. And he does one every winter and summer, his retreats, and you get to see so many. He had 18 demonstrators demonstrating over the weekend, plus he did 6 make and takes as well. So, you know, what's that? I can't do the maths. I'm no good at maths, but whatever that adds up to, there's lots of inspiration when you do Kevin's retreat. So, all right, guys, so that's my challenge for you this week. So let me grab my iPad out because we are going to draw a winner. Great card. This jar. I have the gingerbread people in it too. I know I've got that too, Chrissy. Christine, I just did my, oh my goodness, I can look at all of my Christmas cards up here, and there's 10 cards that we're going to make for the retreat on the 27th of July. So I've got 1 spot left. So 24 projects. Thanks, Chrissy. My brain didn't want to do the maths. So, all right, let me get my laptop out happening here. Let me type in some numbers and get my spinny wheel. So, let's see. Who did we have? We had Christine, Chris, Ruth, Joe, Jenny, Linda, Julie, and Jan, who entered our... I'm using the wrong mouse. That would be a bit silly. Who entered our competition for last Wednesday's challenge. So let's push a button and see who's going to win. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Push it. Oh, got music. Linda! Congratulations, Linda. Linda is one of my team members. Congratulations, Linda. Let me dive into my goodie bag and see what I have for you. I am going to give you some Sunny Springs envelopes, cards and envelopes. Oh, here we go. I'm going to give those to you, Linda. So congratulations, Linda, and thank you for participating. I better write a note on that so I know, and I don't have this random thing sitting on my desk so I know who's it for. So congratulations, Linda. So if you want to go into the running to win one of my challenges next week, all you need to do is create this card and pop it up, and please pop it on the post that I put up, because it makes it so hard to try and find them all when they're just dotted around. So I will put a post up. I will finish what I'm doing now and I'll put a post up tonight, and then you can all pop your cards onto the comments in that post. So alright guys, I hope you have a great week. Once again, if you need any Stampin' Up supplies, please give me a call or a message, or jump online and order your products online. That would be great. And I will see you all on Saturday for Breakfast with Beck. If not, I'll see you next Wednesday for Wing It Wednesday. Did you see all the post-it notes? Fiona got, oh, I didn't see, no, Christina. Alright guys, have a great week and I will see you later. Bye for now.